Hari Hari. Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama Hari Rama. Good morning there, Tom. Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama Hari Hari, Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari. Good morning there, Andromeda and Janaki and everybody else that's coming. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, my Lord Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hey Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna, oh my Lord Sri Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Krishna, 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 Hari Hari Rama, Hari Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama,
Thanks for using
Rama, Hari Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Rama, Hari Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Hari Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Hari. Krishna, Hari Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Hare Krishna, Hari Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So read us some Chaitanya Bhagavat there, Tom.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Hare Krishna, Jai Shri. Shri Vedas, Jai both. Good morning. Hare Krishna. Whoa. Hare Krishna. Whoa. I just open the book and start.
Whoa. No.
It's okay.
Chapter 10.
I listen to you.
Chapter 10, Madhya Lila.
Hare Krishna. Krishna. Yeah.
Have a plan.
Yes. I hope God has a plan. Hare Krishna. Because I have not. Hare Krishna. Adi, chapter 10.
No, Madhya Lila, chapter 10.
Madhya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Oh. I offer my obeisances to Vishvambara, to Lord Chaitanya, to Nityananda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, all inclusive. All are there. More. Madhya Kanda, chapter 10. The great revelation of Mahaprabhu. The great revelation of Mahaprabhu. My dearest friend, Lord Gauranga. You are the ocean of transcendental qualities. All glories to you and all glory to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, the Supreme Personality, who is without beginning or end. After bestowing boons upon Siddhartha, Lord Chaitanya began to gently sway his head, gently sway his head, and repeated the name Nada, Nada, Nada. He spoke to Advaita Acharya. Acharya, ask what you need. The Acharya replied, my prayers have already been answered, my Lord. Lord Chaitanya appreciated this answer with a thunderous roar that drowned all other sounds. While Lord Chaitanya was still manifesting his Maha Prakash Lila in the mood of the omnipotent, supremely opulent Lord, Gadadhar Pandit prepared and offered it to the Lord, who happily accepted. Lord Nityananda, whose partial expansion Anantashesh is the support of the universe, now held the umbrella over Lord Chaitanya as Advaita Acharya and other great personages stood before him. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Lord ordered Murari, look at me. Murari saw Sri Ramachandra in person. Murari saw Sri Ramachandra in person. He saw that Vishvambara, Lord Chaitanya was sitting on a kingly throne with his bow, his complexion as green as fresh tender shoots of grass. He saw Janaki Devi, Sita Devi, on his left, and Lakshman on his right. All round the brave monkey leaders were offering prayers. By the influence of Lord Chaitanya's transcendental pastimes, Murari, now perceiving his identity as Hanuman and seeing his beloved Ramachandra, fell down in an ecstatic swoon. Lord Vishwambara called out aloud, "Hey monkey, you seem to forget how the demon Ravan, who stole Sita Devi, burned your face. Enraged, you set ablaze his capital, Sri Lanka, and destroyed his entire race. I am that same Lord." Your worshipful Lord, now you are again in my presence. Now you are again in my presence. Rise, rise, Murari. You are as dear to me as my own life. I am that Lord Ramachandra, and you are Hanuman. Oh. Look now upon Lakshman, your beloved life and soul. You saved his life by bringing from the altar, from afar, the Gandha Madana mountain. Offer obeisances to the Lord. Offer obeisances to the lotus feet of Janaki, Sita Devi, whose distress moved you to profuse tears. Lord Chaitanya's words brought back Murari's consciousness. Ooh. And upon awakening, he saw that wonderful scene and began to cry in Krishna Prema. Murari's ecstatic crying moved even the lifeless dry wood, what to speak of the assembled Vaishnavas. Again, Lord Chaitanya spoke to Murari. You may ask me for any boon. Sri Murari replied, My Lord, I do not yearn for anything. However, grant me just one wish. May I sing only of your glories? May I sing only of your glories? May I be born in any situation, but birth after birth, I simply pray that I may remember and serve you in the association of your servitors. Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Isn't that a nice benediction? We serve you in your servitors, in your association of real, actually, ultimately. I mean, it's nice to be around if you don't have association of any devotees, Vaidhi Bhaktas, but actually intimate servitors of the Lord. That's the highest benediction. You know, those who actually have feeling for God, for this Lord especially, is the greatest thing. And we've had that here. Can you imagine? That book has come to life here. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my Lord, please do not place me in any situation where I may deviate from the absolute truth, forgetting that you are the Supreme Lord and I am your eternal servant.
You know, that's practically the situation for so many. They don't know that we are the servants and of the absolute truth. See, this is what Maya does. It even though you're serving the Lord in his Maya, you forget that you're actually a servant of actually the transcendental Lord, which bestows automatically true knowledge, true spiritual happiness. Okay? This bestows false happiness and distress for because of the body, you know, because you have a body, you identify with it, and you lose your knowledge to who you really are. Horrible situation. See? And it's only that's why you see why it's only the devotees that revive this consciousness. So the Vaidis may help you to an extent by knowledge, but this revives your knowledge, real knowledge, real you know, and real devotional feeling by being around this vibration of real devotees who have real bhakti. You know? It's really that's why it says it's the only way. It's the door. You know, you have to have the association of such devotees. You know, otherwise you don't know. You know, you don't know though. You got to know the absolute truth by the from the those who know the absolute truth. You got to hear for that vibration. You know, and hear their understanding. Go ahead, Tom.
Wherever you descend, accompanied by your eternal associate, I desire to be there as your insignificant servitor. The Lord replied, so be it, so be it. I grant you this boon. Well, hearing this, a jubilant uproar from the devotees filled the air. Well, well, I feel lost. Can't feel my body. Hare Krishna. All the Vaishnava devotees were naturally very affectionately disposed to Murari, who was always compassionate to all living beings. Such was the purity of Murari's devotion that merely his presence would transform anywhere into a holy place of pilgrimage, as transcendental as Vaikuntha. It is impossible to describe the greatness of Murari. Even the Supreme Lord advanced for the pleasure of Murari. Lord Chaitanya then declared, all of you listen carefully. If anyone criticizes Murari, he cannot be saved by even a million dips in the Ganga. In fact, the baths in the Ganga, or even the chanting of Lord Hari's name, will certainly destroy such a sinful wretch. Murari Gupta, the Supreme Lord, is Gupta, secretly seated in Murari's heart. The Supreme Lord is Gupta, secretly seated in Murari's heart. This is the spiritual import of Murari Gupta's name. Chanting Krishna's name, the Vaishnava devotees began to weep in ecstasy, seeing how Lord Chaitanya had showered his mercy upon Murari. Anyone who hears these pastimes of Lord Chaitanya's extraordinary magnanimity will receive Krishna Prema.
Yeah, you see,
Sound is gone.
see how this is working here? People don't believe this. It was the same thing back when he wrote this book. He said, people don't believe in these pastimes, but I believe in them totally. Because so with people, when they start to have faith in this extraordinary mercy, you start to see, well, look at your feeling relation. I mean, what qualification do you or any of us have to feel relation with this transcendental Lord? This is the special mercy of Lord Chaitanya to come and to be able to awaken our love for him. You know, this is unprecedented, because if you love Lord Chaitanya and you love, automatically you'll love his devotees, and you'll love the highest works of his devotees. The highest works are these literatures that explain these transcendental qualities, and you become attracted to them. This is the highest benediction. That's why people see, even like yourself here, see, you start to feel this, your heart melting for this transcendental Lord. And this is the highest benediction. Without the Lord actually coming here with his devotees, where they were qualified to glorify him, to awaken this in others, it wouldn't exist. We would just be stuck here with our affection for the world. See, with no affection for God. Well, maybe if you meet a Jesus or something, you get affection for Jesus. But this is extraordinary mercy. That's why, it's really nice to see, devotees getting attached to Lord Chaitanya. That's the grace, is that attachment. It's everything is in that. That starts the relation. You see, you're bonding with the Lord. See, now you're relating. You have a relationship because of that bond. This is where a Krishna conscious movement is all going, is to this affectionate dealings with the Lord. See, and this is Vrindavan. This is how they are in Vrindavan. See? They hear about the Lord and their heart starts to melt. They choke up. Just because that's the nature of love, real love. It's for the highest object ultimately, which is God. This Lord is transcendental. He's not mundane. These pastimes are not mundane. They're spiritual. And if you're attracted to them, this is an awakening. This is higher than the samadhis of these great yogis, because they don't experience this kind of feeling. It's only by this special grace of coming in the line of affectionate devotees who have transcendental affection for the Lord. No other way. That's why you guys didn't, before you made this connection, everybody, they didn't have this kind of feelings. Maybe something, little glimpse here and there. Okay? But now they do, see, because you're in the real line. These Vaidhi Bhaktis, they don't have these symptoms of this kind of affection. Where you read in the book, and then you see in the Sangha of devotees how are crying and laughing and all these things that they were doing 500 years ago. But you don't see that in ISKCON. You don't see it in Gaudiya Smriti. You don't see it in Gaudiya Math. You don't see those symptoms. So what's that saying? Okay? People are all muddly in their minds. They're not clear. The Vaishnavas are not clear. Every Sangha I've been in, they're just not clear, because it's this kind of affection that really clarifies the situation. That's why you got to hear from devotees whose minds are clarified actually, from this ecstatic worship of this transcendental Lord. Hey, this is how you advance, is by these affectionate dealings. It purifies your heart of all kinds of things. It, wipes the slate clean. Your karma goes. Everything is it's like tidying up our temple. It's been left in kind of disarray. Yeah, go ahead, Tom. Read some more.
Anyone who hears these pastimes of Lord Chaitanya extraordinary magnanimity will receive Krishna prema. Yes.
Yeah. And that's why, see, the devotees have that quality of magnanimity, because in their association, this transcendental Lord bestows his affection upon you. So they have that quality. Without the help of the devotees, this wouldn't happen. So that's how you get this effect. That's why the Lord works through his disciplic line. People, they can do their, in all these groups, like I just mentioned, ISKCON and everyone else, unless they get this kind of association, they will not get these transformations in their body. And it just comes from associating with these rare devotees. They're very rare. You see the reality. They say it's rare that Lord Chaitanya comes here, rare that his devotees come here. And then you see in 2021, it's rare to find such a devotee. Oh, there's so many devotees doing lots of rituals, lots of flames, lots of this. But where are those with deep, uncommon revelations and realizations about the real path, about the essence of truth? Where is that? Where is the highest ecstatic symptoms seen of this transcendental Lord that you read about? Rare, isn't it? See? People don't understand. I haven't found, even in that Narayan Maharaj group, what they claim is so high in understanding Raganuga Bhakti and Radha, and I found they don't understand these things. See? If they want to, they have to come here. They have to associate with these devotees. Otherwise, they stay in that proud of their intellectual understanding of Radha and Krishna, and that's all it is. Pride in their austerities. Like some are very austere. I mean, I saw there's some, they live very simply. One guy he just has a picture of his guru and Krishna, and that's it, in his room. Sleeps on the floor. I think some very simple, nothing. They're very austere. But see, it's not, that ain't good enough. That ain't going to work. That's why, Lord Chaitanya threw the brahmachari out of his kirtan, said, hey, you can't attain me by just drinking milk and doing those austerities. And then he said, yeah, you've got my association because of Srivas, that simple little Brahmin over there. Because he's my real affectionate devotee, he has real genuine affection for me. Simply because of your association with him, I'll accept you in my association. This over and over again, Chaitanya Leela is saying that. So wherever you see the symptoms, the world needs to know this. Wherever you see the symptoms of a real devotee of Lord Chaitanya, which we teach here all the time, every day, is very simple, very clear. They have this divine, spontaneous, natural love for Lord Chaitanya. I mean, look at you. You see that natural affection developing in you just simply by reading these pastimes. So you should be doing more classes. Okay? Even you don't know the ramifications of what's going on for you. It's not clear, but it gets more and more clear all the time. The more you serve the Lord, for all of us, see, just keep engaging, keep getting up, do Facebook Live, get up there and chant these pastimes, man. And keep feeling this affection for the Lord awakening, and that's how you advance. It's simple. But you advance by affectionate dealings. The mantras, This book is none different than the Lord. And the more association devotees have with it, yeah, and especially when you share it with the world at the same time, is the more you develop, the more money you're putting in your spiritual bank account. Okay. So that's how it works. After a while, then there would be no reason. You won't want to deal with any other energies or check these other energies out to absorb them. You would think they'll feel like poison to you. You think, oof, let me give the energy that the Lord is giving me to the world. Yeah. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, it feels like being born on a platform in a transcendental world. Yes.
That's why Jesus used that term. You must be born again to perceive the kingdom of God, to enter into that consciousness. The born again is the spiritual feelings awakening. They're different than material feelings. Their material feelings or spiritual feelings are the transformation of those feelings from Maha Maya to Yoga Maya. See? Then now you still have love, but it's bestowed on a transcendental object and not a material object. You can't love money anymore. You can't love a man or a woman anymore. Not like that, not like the people do in the world, like you bond with them like this. No, you love God, and you'll have a love for, there's a special kind of potency that people have. It's like compassion for the world. You want to help them. You want to help people.
Yeah.
And, you're their real friend now. Nobody else can really help them. All they can do is keep them bound, by affectionate for the world. Your mothers, your fathers, your money, your wealth, and all that stuff. Only the devotees can bestow this affection of the transcendental objective. That's why the Lord comes here, to show his presence. And so the Lord shows his presence again by the preaching of his affectionate devotees, his transcendentally affectionate devotees. You can't have affection for Lord Chaitanya unless it's transcendental, it's spiritual, and it's rare, very rare. Not even yogis, they don't, the greatest persons in the world, people think are the greatest persons. They don't have affection for Lord Chaitanya. Unless it awakens in an association of a devotee, and then maybe they've brought it in from another life, and by contact with a devotee awakens quickly, or they just get back on the path that they've been starting in other lifetimes. That happens. Like here, I was chanting, I was realizing here to free the captives. There are a lot of people captive. I mean, practically everybody here is captivated by the Maya, more or less. We're here to free you. That's part of the work, is to free the captives. Free you from the conditioning that's kept you in the material world. See, so and that's the work of a spiritual master, is to help free the captives. They work from the outside, and the Lord works from the inside. Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. So the more we become engaged, the more we become alive in this transcendental.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. And you start to become more and more eager to do this. See, just naturally, because it feels so good to feel good, to feel the Lord's presence. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like the happiness in this relationship with the transcendental object, God, Krishna, his name, pastimes. Nothing like it. There's no greater happiness. Yeah, that's how we get out of this. We become addicted to the transcendental object instead of addicted to the world, the material world. It's the only thing strong enough to kind of it's like a rope. It pulls us out. The bond of love, the rope of love. It's like, just like the three modes of nature are considered ropes that keep you bound to the world. This keeps you bound to the Lord's and keeps you, even while you're in the world, safe. It keeps you safe. Like Jesus prayed to the Father. He said, I don't pray to take them out of the world. I pray that you protect them. Okay? That you keep them safe. See, people, you see how the what do you call the compliers, the sheeple of the world, they have faith in their leaders to keep them safe. And you notice the leaders are always saying, we're going to keep you safe. Oh, okay. What do you want? What do we do? Stay indoors. Don't go outside. Okay. See, it's just natural. See, we're looking for safety. So people are bewildered in the Lord. They look to Maya for their safety. This is the problem. She never gives you the good deal. She doesn't. He keeps in the name of safety. She's hypocrite. That's Maya. She
Their
lies.
safety is false. What they offer,
It's false.
they are not really nourishing us with the real qualities.
Yeah, Maya's she's a murderer. She's like Cully. She murders. She destroys, and yet that's what you see. People, the motive, passion, and ignorance is being activated now. It's being energized by the destiny, by the will of the Lord. He's giving them power. See, and what are they doing? Destroying everything. You notice that? Destroying your life, right? Destroying your business. I mean, if people really just objectively looked at what's happening, there's a destructive energy happening. They're destroying people's business. How many people lost their business? So many. Their jobs, their businesses now destroy. Churches destroy. Break them up. Divide. See, destroy relationships. See, divide people. Yeah. So that's just happening. It just happens. At a certain time, there's the Lord that does this. It's part of the big cosmic plan. Even though the persons engaged in the works are not so clear, not very clear about what's going on. That's why the Vedas help extend our vision. See, these are past histories. They give us strength to understand what was going on. And otherwise you're just kind of here and you're seeing it looks like random events. You think, oh, this is just horrible. You don't see any rhyme or reason for it. You don't see any pattern. See? So people draw strength in people of the world, usually draw their strength and their wisdom from forefathers, from Abraham Lincoln's and Ben Franklin's and Plato and Socrates. That's why you see people study history in school, right? See, they draw strength from it, moralities, and what are they trying to do now in the energy in the world now is trying to destroy the history, try to destroy our monuments, because people draw strength. Their moral characters and everything comes from that. Okay? Now, this is the beauty of the Bhagavatam. These are also histories. See? But there's transcendental histories of the Lord's pastimes in the world, which are the complete history of what's going on here. When people understand this, then you have what's called realization. Now you're clear. You're clear. Your logic. You have a logical approach in life. You have a clear approach in life. You a more neutral approach. You see, oh, okay, yeah, this is part of the Lord's pastimes. Okay, what is my role in it? See? The Lord reveals it. See? And it's like. So for those who are clear, like they know the histories of the Lord, then their morals are super moral. Super morals. They're the morals of God. They're the wisdom of the Lord, the essence of truth. See, and then they realize, oh, the whole point of this world is to get out of the Maya, get out of illusion, and the only way to do that is people have to become transcendentally affectionate and bonded to the spiritual object. and that's God. That's the unknowable one. When they say God, it's God. But a lot of people say God. What is? Nobody knows clearly what is God. Okay. But the Vedas help us. The Vedas help us, and also this chanting helps us. Also, the devotees help us, and the God helps us. When you're in that situation, you got the books by the action of the book Bhagavad, and the devotee Bhagavad who has natural affection for this transcendental Lord. See, verse 98 through 100. That's why I keep repeating this. Verse 98 through 100 in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. By the action of the book Bhagavad, see all these histories of what happened before, how the Lord works, his pastimes, understanding all this stuff, and the devotee Bhagavad preaching this. See the vibration of that realization, that understanding, that affection, that knowledge. See, this bond for the Lord is awakened in others. Okay? And once that's awakened, okay, now you know what is real. Now you understand, oh, this is just a taste of this. It helps you keep you free from Mayavadi, this Mayavadi thing, to be one with God and to lose your service for the Lord. See, devotees are naturally have this oneness, but they also have this communion. They see the difference. See their difference. There's oneness with the Lord, but they know they're, who they are, that they're a soul, and they commune with God. See, it's a relationship. Okay? This is what you get being in this line here. Real relationship with God. The one that they say, oh, after many lifetimes, you'll get this. Yeah. If you just go that route with those kinds of gurus and Vaishnavas, if you go this route, you in this life, look at you. You're getting a relationship that none of those persons in the Gaudiya Samiti, I haven't seen symptoms of that. I mean, I was there a year and a half watching, looking. They didn't have symptoms like you do. You're getting what they don't get, and they got to work hard. They're doing all kinds of austerities because they want to attain Krishna. In a sense, already you've attained Krishna. When you have some affection for Krishna, that's attainment. So all you do is nurture that, feed that. Now you're the gardener. The gardener's in you, and you act as the gardener. See, you nourish this relationship. And it gets stronger and stronger, more clear, and gets you over this thing. Well, let me go check out this energy over here. Let me feel that. And then you feel that, and then you get entangled in it. Oh, the more you feel this energy, you get so clear, that stuff, you see it as poison, which it is. All energies are mixed in with things. And, when you get pure gold, why would you want alloys in there? It's like, ugh, let me just have the pure gold. Don't you? Isn't that what they do? 99.9% pure. I have a silver coin. It says 99% pure. And you get that coin, then you see all this. This one is an alloy. You got 90% in there, and like 20% some other metals. And you look at the coin, and it looks it too. It's not clear. It's alloy. Okay? This love Lord Chaitanya is giving is pure gold. Okay?
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I feel I repeat trying to get it from there, and I over and over again I get disappointed. But I keep trying to get my happiness there, and get it disappointed, and again and again. It's like
it's Krishna's mercy.
Yeah, like a treadmill.
And that's the learning. See, the highest truth distinguished from illusion. You start to learn that way too. It's like a child learning. Oh yeah, this is fire. This is cool. This is, and so that's how people learn. But you want to be strong in this. Very important. Strong taste, because you might get absorbed in something like that and forget about this. Happens here. I see it. A lot of these guys, some people, they don't get enough taste for this here, and then they get them to get back into Jesus fully, and they lose this. This is different. The Jesus stuff is mixed in. There are all kinds of alloys in there, man. I mean, I know personally, I've been there 4 or 5 times to see, is this or that? What's going on with this and that here, Jesus and Krishna? This is brings you. This is the shiksha that the Christians need, but people here sometimes they have this like connection with Jesus, and they end up going back into the alloy thing. And I see it, I see how what happens, and they're back into the oneness. They want to be one with Krishna, then, or they want to be good Brahmins and good chaste persons, and good, that kind of thing. By their works, they're going to attain God type thing. Yeah, that's all mixed in Christianity.
They become in the impersonal attraction.
Yeah, that too. There's a lot of stuff. They want mystic powers, all kinds of things. This is unalloyed stuff, man. And this is why even these sanghas like Narayan Raj and the Radhakund Babajis and ISKCON can't understand what's going on here. It's that clear, that logical, and their vibration, it has to come up to that level. They have to see, gradually they're getting purified just by the vibration here. This is purifying even the universe, this kind of worship that we do. It's very attractive, very powerful, very purifying. That's why, I was, to get this sangha here, people to come at this level here, I was chanting this like I'm telling you to do, or not telling you, advising you to do if you want to nourish this. I was doing this for 22 years before people came steady. This was purifying me. It was purifying me, and also at the same time purifying the world, to the point where people, oh, really, this is this kind of worship. It's very powerful. But there's a lot of garbage, jungle growth, that needs to be purified, and that's what we're doing. That's why we can do this sacrifice. You'll see. If this goes on and the internet stays steady and everything goes good, I'll never miss a day. Won't miss one day in my whole life. I wouldn't want to. This is so good. This is the vacation. It's so Krishna. That's why I say I advise you keep regularly doing. You have to be a fanatic, but regularly chanting these verses like this, and your heart melting more and feeling more attraction. You just go deeper, 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 and it'll be like this. You'll realize, this is my life. This is the energy I've been looking for millions of lifetimes. And there's nothing more pure than this, nothing more enlightening than this, nothing more powerful than this. Oh, now I see, Krishna, why you like this energy. This is Lord's power. Okay? This bond, this is devotion, pure devotion here. This is 99.9% pure, type thing. It doesn't even have to be fully pure, because this being in the material world, you're going to pick up shit. Doesn't matter, but the Lord keeps it 99% pure here while you're here in this world. And then that other like 0.5% or whatever, just a little ecstatic worship, and gone. You just get absorbed in it, and you're chanting stuff. Everything. It's the most powerful path in the world. That's why I love it so much. Yeah. No more. This Lord Chaitanya is the most, hands down, I've been back and forth with Jesus and this and this and this. Here, Jesus is all included. I love that. Jesus comes along with the package. But if you go in that, you go into the alloy with the association of Christians as they are, and you can lose that. You'll start to lose this and get weird, bewildered and all this. I've seen it even not only in me, I see others who do that here. They end up, where do they go? Oh, where are they? Oh, I'm with Jesus. I go to church every week now. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, it's an every week thing now. Here, it's an everyday thing. You forget how it's just so wonderful. You want to go to church every day, if not multiple times. You want to have this communion to the point that you can't, commune, so because it's so, powerful. You need a little. I'm sorry, Lord, I got to take a little distance here, man. Let me cool down a little bit. But because you're so attached, see, and this is how people get addicted to jogging. and they do it, and it's really healthy for them, but they're addicted. They have to do it, right? Well, it's the same thing with the Lord, only this is transcendental, and this gets you out of the cycle of birth and death. Jogging doesn't. It just gives you a nice, healthy body, maybe, and bad knees. A lot of people end up having to get knee replacements after a while, because bang, bang, bang on the floor. Yeah. So, but there's no downside to this. See, we got addicted to the transcendental object, the Lord. He's giving this by his grace. And you have to come through the devotees, because that's how it works. That's why these guys, I don't care, Gaudiya Smiti, Gaudiya Math, or ISKCON, you don't come here, you won't know that Lord you're worshiping. We have the symptoms of knowing that Lord that are confirmed in the scriptures and in the sadhus where the Lord is awakening. You guys are out there saying, "Oh, this is a revolution in my understanding. I'm feeling something I never felt before. This is incredible." See? Where do you see any glorification like that? Any witnessing like that? It is all just rituals still. Yeah, Hare Krishna and ceremonies and big bang bang and pomp and people jumping around. It's like worshiping. But anyway, this is where it's all going. That's why they have to understand this if they want to move on. Do you really want a relationship? Do you really want to feel encountering God? Do you want to feel God's presence? Do you want to have God's uncommon understanding about who he is and what he is simply because he reveals it to you? By revelation and by understanding. You want to be able to collect the valuable jewels in the revealed scriptures and share them with others and liberate them. As this is the kind of truth that sets people free, and only you know it, and your friends that you associate here in these inner circles know it. Okay? We're here to collect people like that. Those who really are ready. The Krishna will say, "Oh yeah, there you go. There's the light. It's over there. You see, they're shining. They're not putting a shade over it of etiquettes. No, if the light is there, you see, they're just shining it, man. You ready for it? You want to go into the light? See, the light is conclusive truth and real ecstatic worship. Is that attractive to you? You want to go to? That's Vrindavan, man. That's your door. That's your portal. If you don't see that, there's no portal to it. The devotee is like that light, that consciousness of the spiritual world coming through all the layers into this world and holding it there. The door is open while they're here holding it open. See? And their disciples are holding it open. And as soon as the line is cut because, it gets covered, the devotee's consciousness gets covered in some part of the line, boom, it's no more. No more. It's just ceremonies, religion, rules, regulations, fastings. None of this. The glory you see here, like this is why I come here. What I just said, which wasn't really the I that people think is amazing. It is never unprecedented. Nobody has ever heard these things. I come here every day because I like to hear things like this. Jesus spoke every day, multiple times. Even the book of John said that if I put in the book everything he spoke, it would be like this big. I just give you just so you can believe. Okay? Jesus was speaking because all the kingdom of God is being revealed simultaneously to him and the world by his preaching. That's why preachers preach. They're empowered to do this work, and only they can do this work. It's a thus saith the word trip. And it's true. Real prophets are real prophets. False prophets are like you see in these groups. They're all false. They're not real. Until the Lord is actually using you transcendentally. Just like Madhavinda. Are you like a Madhavinda Puri? Do you chant like him in ecstasy? Then the Lord can save people. He can communicate with that devotee, and they can communicate with you. Like, remember, we read yesterday, the demigods? The demigods didn't know what to do. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? The demons are attacking it. What do we do? And then they went to Brahma. See, Brahma knows because he's an enlightened person. He has a transcendental relationship with the Lord. What did Brahma do? He prayed. What do? We pray. Okay? You guys are basically coming here, right? And you get information. Yeah. It's just like that's the way, because you don't know, you didn't know what to do. What do we do? What do we do? So you come over here, you got a bona fide spiritual master connected intimately with the Lord, right? You could see that. And then what happens? Like an oracle, things come. I also get it too. It's my job. It's my position. It's the what the Lord has authorized. What Prabhupada even said, believe it or not. Most people don't believe it. This is the work I'm here to do. To collect, to help save the souls here. By connecting them like this, by with you being able to read these scriptures and to chant these names and feel the transcendental bond awakening. Do you see that? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have one realization that I become attracted to one specific quality, and that I get absorbed in that one specific quality, and then I forget the circumstances. I forget different things. So I'm very curious. What is there's a specific quality here that is not anywhere else. And
yeah.
So I feel I want to. That is one word in Sanskrit. It's the same word. Rope and quality is the same word.
Yeah.
I think it's guna. So I want to hold on to that, to something, to one quality, and that is the complete quality.
Yeah, the thing is, see, it's not one quality; it's many qualities. See, but it's the same Lord. It's all His. They're all transcendental qualities, and that's the book. That's the guna. It's a guna also. It's a rope. It gets you out of the material world. Is that attachment, that affection? For it's not just one. It's one. The Lord has transcendental varieties of qualities. They're all in these books. Every time your heart is melting, you're getting more purified and more clear about what those qualities are, and and you just taste them one by one, like this, tasting the name, This, yeah. So that's the way it goes. The quality is transcendental. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like Krishna. There's nothing like bhakti. It's the most pure quality. It's not from this universe. It's from outside of it. It's the antithesis. This is the shadow of the bhakti, the shadow. See, this is the dark shadow. See, so that's why the Lord comes into this universe. The devotees come into this universe who have that pure quality of bhakti. See, and exhibit that here. It's the quality itself is like a light. If you look at it, because it looks very different. It's like, oh, look at this. What is this guy's crying or laughing? What's that about? See, that's that quality. I mean, even here, like here, when I was chanting here with these new people, just one day, new people, and I started to get ecstatic, and they were shocked. Like, what is this? We've never seen this before. It's shocking. That's why even on Sankirtan, I've been, well, Lord, when are you going to start really getting this? Gradually, because it's very shocking to people.
Yeah. When I get absorbed by one incomplete quality and attached to that, then I'm lost. Then I'm lost. When I get absorbed by one lesser quality that's incomplete, inconclusive,
Yeah.
then it sucks, and it takes my consciousness.
Yeah. That's what it's. See, that's it. It's designed like that. The Maya, the lesser, the incomplete qualities of the shadow, see, the shadow, cause you to lose knowledge, make you more dumb, more stupid, more out of touch with reality. with eternal reality. You become crippled, see, because you're not whole. You lose sense of your soul. You become lost. Here, your soul is awakening. You start to realize, oh, I see, I'm more that than this identification with these other material qualities. Ah, see? So the Lord gives his qualities so that we see that we're actually just rays of those qualities in this world. And so the devotees stay in touch. This is called devotional service, using the voice. See the voice. Very potent, because this is the God. This is where God. You notice the up here, not down there in the asshole, Here, that's where the excretion comes out. But here, what's meant to come out is more than a Brahman. See? Here, this liberates you or it puts you in illusion. You notice? Don't they do that? Mainstream media, illusion, losing people. Okay? Let's be the architect, like in the Matrix. See, they're like the architect of the Maya. Okay? They're architecting your life. Oh, yeah, this is going to be your life. You're going to live in a cubicle and you're going to have a mask on. This is going to go on forever. Even Biden say, no, this is going to go on forever, man. You're going to wear a mask on a plane forever. See, you listen, right? Listening to that. And it's putting you in more what? Limitation, isn't it?
Yeah. Losing. It makes you ill and it makes you lose the real qualities.
Lose. Yeah. So you listen and believe in those authorities. I mean, I was talking to a guy today. This guy was so mundane, I tell you. And I just wanted to see where his consciousness was. The guy was like a materialist, and I helped him with his camera and stuff, and his wife, and then he was telling me about politics, and Trump, don't you hate him? And I said, well, what do you think about Biden? Oh, Biden, he's got some good. And I realized, this guy is just totally, and believes in people that are really tricking him. Not that Trump's much any better or what, but it was this thing as the mainstream media tells you, hate Trump, right? And everybody just hates him. They think, well, he's hateable because they're just programmed. A lot of people we just hate him. I mean, they actually hate coming out of them because of the hearing. See? Oh, and Biden, because the mainstream media say, oh, Biden, he's beautiful, he's the greatest thing. None of them are anything, but I'll tell you, this guy, it's not, everybody's being tricked if you listen over there. You listen to mainstream media. See, so the voice is being used to put you in more darkness, put you in a destructive phase, to limit you. Okay? So look at what we're doing. See, I like to chant the Bhagavatam. Man, I chant the Bible or the Bhagavatam, especially the Bhagavatam, especially Chaitanya Lila. Especially Radha and Krishna's Leela, actually. And it just, everything goes up. Everything gets more clear. Oh, yeah, this is what life is all about. Ah, yeah, freedom. Okay? Even though we hear things are still free inside. People are not free because of what they believe and who they believe in. Okay? So if you believe the devotee, see, like here, we free people even from Vaidhi. If you believe this word, you can abandon all varieties of religion, just like many of us have done, because we get a higher taste. I don't need religion now to get purified. All I need to do is chant the holy name in ecstasy and feel this relationship. And this is stronger. This is 100 times more strong than trying to purify myself by some external rule. This internal rule, the rule of Radha and Krishna's association, just simply because I have faith in it, because I welcome it, because it's in me and I welcome it. Yes, more of this, Lord. This is you. I see. I understand now. You're 100% pure. Keep me at least 99% 9. 99% 9 by this worship. They keep me safe. You keep me safe. Not by I don't believe that he's going to keep me safe. Not at all. No, the Lord is going to keep me safe because the real me is my soul. Okay? There is a me. It's not a material me, like, well, I'm Joe because I identify with the body. No, I'm me. I'm my spiritual servant of that transcendental Lord. That's me. Okay? That's my eternal position. That is my identity. It's not like, see, even Eckhart Tolle is a bit an illusion. He can only take people up to this. This is actually misinformation. It's not complete information to say, oh yeah, just you're not. You need to dissolve into oneness. There is no me. There is no you. There is no identity. You need to just merge. Then you get into speculating. See, even they speculate. What do you mean? See, they don't know the complete self yet. That's partial realization. But you see how attractive it is? More people are attracted to that than what we're doing here. You notice? They're attracted to, oh yeah, I want to be one with God. I've been suffering so much in this world. I'm ready for it, man. I just want to dissolve into the light. Okay? So that's part. Oh, wait, let me finish my thought. Okay. Yeah, that's partial understanding. Okay, go ahead, because I already lost it. Go ahead.
So this speculating is also about they don't know who they are serving. They don't know how things are wired.
Right. They don't know.
Speculate, so they don't know how who we are serving.
Yeah. Well, they have to. They don't know. So everybody, all these different levels are there. This is topmost. This is like an eagle's view over the whole situation. And even the Vaidhi Bhaktas are speculating because they can't reach this level because they have to do that. To do that, they have to get this kind of shiksha here from those who are on this level. Otherwise, it's by association. Hello, Mom. How are you there?
Nice to see her.
Hey, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hey, looks a beautiful woman. Isn't she beautiful? Devotee of, what's his name?
Holly. Hello, Guru Maharaji.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Everybody go. Happy Christmas.
Yes. Merry Krishna.
Yeah.
Merry Krishna.
You always pop up on Mum's phone so she can watch you. She doesn't know what you're saying, but she watches you.
Oh.
She watches everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do a few more Govinda Matrix analogy videos. I want to do this because really it's very, it can help you understand the Brahma architect. See, so they use that architect idea, which is who creates the matrix. But Brahma is doing it. He's creating the matrix. This is the matrix here is and even Brahma says this is all nonsense. It's just it's all everything's misconstrued. It gets the soul to be covered over so it starts to identify with dead things. Things are not alive. It's like a material construct, of all these things that they just glow. There's no real energy. That's why you see when you become a devotee in this level, you become intense. You see, everything is more intense. The bhakti is intense. The energy is intense in your body. That's why when if you were here, it's just like it goes through the walls. I mean, I'm lucky for some reason they're not throwing me out. Because I got two somehow or other they're sleeping good. Maybe because they party a lot around here or something. Everything is intense with this bhakti. It's intense emotions. Like here you see the river. All these things coming up. It's intense. See, it gives you intense feelings. See. But they're very pure, and the intensity is very pure. Intense understanding, very deep, like an ocean understanding. So deep that I tell you, even these Narayan Raj devices, I keep putting them up because I need examples. Otherwise, nobody knows. You need, like the Matrix, you need examples, something, something, a living, something to relate to. So even the Narayan Raj, even Radhakund Babaji, they don't know what I'm talking about. It's that deep. I mean, personally, I took initiation from Tamal Krishna. I started there. Took initiation from Narayan Raj because they're all saying they know more. Oh yeah, we've got it and all this. Took initiation from 2 Radhakund Babajis. Okay? And they all didn't understand this, none of them, because it's that rare. And I couldn't see the symptoms you judge. This is what Jesus taught. We're teaching like he did. Hey, you judge a fruit by, you judge judge a tree by its fruit, right? So everybody says, oh, Narayan Raj, he's the greatest thing. He's the greatest thing. Okay, let me see the fruits. Oh, well, I was holding them. When I would give class, I was watching. Okay, he's holding something back. Okay, all right, well, where are the fruits in your disciples? Because the idea to me is if I'm going to a guru or a spiritual master, I want to become like them. If I'm going to a Mridanga master, they even call them masters, I want to learn the Mridanga, right? Simple, right? Why do you go to a guru if you don't want to be like them? So if I'm going to Narayan Raj or Tamal Krishna and you say you represent Vrindavan, I want, okay, I want to also be a part, like represent Vrindavan like you, right? I mean, isn't that disciplic line? Isn't that the idea? Is you become like your guru so you can pass this what do you call realization on, and this experience on to others, and this potency on the other? Isn't that the idea? Yeah, but no, it's not what they teach now. Yeah. They teach no many lifetimes and you'll get this, and I can't show this now, it's too confidential, and you guys can't pick it up because it's just not for you to do. Okay, well, fine, but the thing is that's out the window now, because now we're doing the job. Okay, it's out the window. It's like, hey man, now you were talking, when I was in the Narayan Raj group, they're always spiritual greed. You got to be spiritual greedy. It's all about spiritual greed. Okay, here's your test. Let's see how greedy you are. Vrindavan is being given in this life. The devotees, this tree here, Gaur Das here, is being used, to awaken the fruit of pure love of God, ecstatic love of God, and the fruits are there in some devotees. So, hey man, you want that? Are you ready to come this way? Or you want to go wait many lifetimes like you're, exalted guru. I'd rather do many lifetimes than getting it in this lifetime like a Lalita Ganga or Johan. And you can see actually in the symptoms and check it in the book and check it with the other devotees. Are you that intelligent? So-called intelligent? I mean, to me, this is logic. And if you can't figure this out, or you don't understand what I'm talking about, your Raganuga is not very Raganuga. It's not very logical. You didn't get from your guru really clear logic like here. Man, you're not really greedy, because if you were greedy, you would give up everything. You would give up your misunderstanding that you have to wait many lifetimes to get this bhakti that's available right now. I mean, look at Tom. He's already, his throat is throbbing and choking like not even one of that group I've ever seen. Not even their so-called highest devotees did I see them choke up like Tom. That's how the Lord works. It's right there in the books, man. It's right here in our experience. Real mercy of Lord Chaitanya is here. Prabhupada really did come, and this has his full approval, is to distribute this bhakti now. Whoever will believe in this preaching. And I know I'm saying these things, but isn't the demonstration here? Isn't the awakening here? I mean, doesn't that make sense? See, if I'm a sahaja, I would never be able to speak so logically and so clearly and so ecstatically chant. How can that be if you're a sahaja? How can I say things that not even the biggest gurus out there can say? Not even the Acharya Dev has any idea if this was sahaja and off. How can this energy be here? How can this intensity, intense devotion you see here, intense understanding be here? How can this example match what you read in the deepest books? How can it? It's impossible unless the Lord was actually here with Radha. Lord Chaitanya was actually here. It could not be demonstrated. The parampara was actually here. This could not be demonstrated like it is. So if those are ready to be delivered, they will hear. Because this is how you present the light. You preach the truth, and people get set free that are ready. They're waiting to hear this message. Wow, man, I bet none of these gurus can preach like this. Of course they can't. They got to be empowered. They also need to come here. If they come here, they will get this. They will become great preachers. A lot of them very sincere, but they don't understand these kinds of subtle principles. We're empowered to teach that. We're here to teach the teachers, here to teach the biggest gurus on the planet. Whether they acknowledge, okay, if you don't come here, you don't get this information, you don't get this ecstasy, and you don't get this deep knowledge. I mean, do you want this? To me is God, is the deepest understanding of the absolute truth, and the deepest ecstatic worship, that's to me is God. That's Radha and Krishna. They're the deepest love and the deepest understanding of absolute truth. That's here, therefore they are here. Therefore, if you want this, they got to come here. It's not anywhere else that I've seen. That's simple. I think it's like a matter of fact. Facts of life. You ever heard? You want to hear the facts of life? Come here a few times, and you'll hear the facts of life. Factual. No, Mayic stuff. Material Maya. Yoga Maya is clear. Maha Maya is murky and dark. Yoga Maya, that's how we prove Yoga Maya is here. Yoga Maya is clear understanding, real devotional feelings, 100% pure love of God. No mixed over with Mayavadi and all these other things and Vaidhi stuff. Pure logic, clear logic. See, this light is for those who really want Krishna, and they will know it and they will come here. And we will deliver them on our promise. Okay? The world is not trustworthy. It never has, not meant to be. That's why even now in crypto, people, they want to get out of this trust system. They can't trust the federal government, man. They're always being cheated. They're lying, they're cheating, they're manipulating the markets, and people are losing faith. Now I'd rather go to, they're saying, they want to do proof of stake, not trust, proof of trust that these people are doing the right thing. People are so corrupted now in Kali Yuga, aren't they? Isn't that what they're showing? So now they want to go crypto, proof of stake. You just have a what do they call, blockchain contract, and then it's real. Not really real, but realer than that. How can you trust people that are corrupt? See, this is the problem. People believe in corrupted people. You believe in religion. Religion are these kinds of gurus who are not really representatives of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan, yet they say they do. They say they are by putting on the dhoti and taking on disciples who are going, oh, Gurudev, deliver me, and they can't deliver you. That's hypocritical. I'm a stickler now. You know why? Because real deliverance is here. You need to be a stickler. You need to stick to it, man. Non-compromising. Hey, the door is here. The light is here. The ability to deliver people is here. Therefore, this is it. Unless you come up to this standard, then that's going bye-bye. Yeah. It is not worthy to take shelter of. for those who don't want to take another birth. Are you ready? Are you finished with this? Are you finished with, have you lost faith in those words yet? Of those people who can't do much for you? Make you a Brahmin? Now, what is that? That's nothing here to make you a Brahmin. We just go bypass that. Forget about being a Brahmin. You know, just come here and taste the nectar of the Lord's name. You know, understand through revelation, collect the valuable jewels in the revealed scriptures. Okay? That's the wealth of devotees. That's what the wealth you get here. Not interested in that? Stay out there and be a big Brahmin, be a big sannyasi, carry a big stick around, you know, get your big followers who are, oh, they love me so much. Yeah, go out and do the name and fame trip, the donkey urine trip. This is for people who really want to taste pure nectar of loving God, loving relations. This is Vrindavan, loving relationships with Lord. Go ahead, Tom. Oh, no, time. River's turn to read. Get her involved.
Yeah. I don't know what you're reading, Maharaj.
He'll tell you.
This is from Chaitanya Bhagavad, page 359.
Chapter 10. Whereabouts? From the top?
Yes.
Okay. Maharaj, that was great. I was feeling a little bit funny because of I dialyzed late last night.
Oh.
And I was feeling a bit weird. But as soon as I came on here,
yeah.
As soon as I came on and sat down and really was attentive,
yeah,
it just all changed.
yeah. Everybody, you know, you should take this attentiveness is really important. Just come and really get absorbed. It's like when I do, man, it just really works. Otherwise, if you get even a little attentive, you just kind of don't pick up the full thing, you know. So
you kind of fall off that vibration.
Yeah. Just very attentive. So the devotees who you see, the advanced devotees are very attentive in their chanting. Is because you got to really, because as soon as the mind, because sometimes when my mind goes this and this, and then I can't taste, you know, because you're splitting your attention. But when it's just right on communion, it's like you're really communing with the Lord in His name, tasting it like in the throat and the heart right here. Oh man, is it great. And then the ecstatic emotions start to awaken. And then, see, Radha and Krishna start dancing. That's the dance, you know. They're just, the emotions are there, the revelation, the sweetness is there of the Lord's name, you know, and it's dancing inside you. And then you just show the dance to the world. That's all. And enjoy it yourself, and in the world, people enjoy it too, you know. Why not? It's the greatest thing in the world. How many people get to see the rasa dance? Unless you meet a devotee communing with the Lord of Vrindavan, you'll never see it. You know, you got to see it through them. See through them.
Wow.
You know, and you know what it? Yeah. Sorry, one other thing. Yeah. Yeah. In Vrindavan, it said if you go and see the rasa dance, you'll become mad if you're not qualified. See? So, and I just realized, yeah, it's true. When people come here, they see the rasa dance going on, they become mad, but they become literally mad. They get angry. I hate you. Makes them mad, man. They think they're crazy. Well, it's a little crazy, but they become really angry, you know. Like with Lalita chanting like that. They're seeing the rasa dance basically between devotion and the Lord, you know, the absolute truth. And they get really mad about it. How dare you, you know. You get mad. It makes you mad. Angry. It's amazing how Krishna is very literal. Yeah, it's the same thing, you know, with people. When Jesus, he said, when the Son of God rises, Son of Man, he called it Son of God. See, the Son of Man is Krishna. See, we're men, right? Women, men. And then Krishna, he's the Son. You see, he comes up. The Son comes up. See? So it's all literal, these things. When you become realized, you start to realize everything is literal. and coded. And these are all codes. This is what you see, the Illuminati and the secret societies, they're all working with codes and symbols, you know? But this is the code of codes. See, this they don't even know. What is in the Bhagavatam, that's why these books are still here. That's why they didn't change them. They can't see the codes. See? You got to come in this line and then you can get it decoded. Yeah. Actually, I put a paper out. I didn't develop it, a Facebook thing called The Codes of the Vedas. I wanted to sometime develop because it's all codes. Yeah, what was my point here? I kind of went off a little bit.
You were saying about how even the Illuminati, they can't break the codes.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, so everything. So they know a certain level of codes and they work with codes. But this is the ultimate codes. This is decoding the whole matrix. It really, literally decodes this Vedas. If people listen here, you will transcend the matrix. Because if you look at the end of the movie, they didn't really transcend the matrix. They were in false ego. It's always like that. When you look at the Marvel things and the super, they only transcend into the false ego that they're more superior. It's like Brahman knowledge. We're more superior. Oh, we're sannyasis. See, even ISKCON and the religion cannot transcend this level of superiority. That's the false ego. See, so that you notice the Trinity and Neo, they popped into this. Now we're like the architect. See, they're on an equal level, but they're both proud still. See, it's like they're demigods now, and they can go into the matrix and do whatever they want, create whatever they want. See, they don't know the real designer that the architect works under. The architect in Vedic terminology is Lord Brahma. He's working under the inspiration of the Lord to create this illusion. See, this material thing that comes and goes and incarcerates the souls because they identify with it. He creates all these things to make them look real, but they're not. They're like mirages. So the soul chases these things for lifetimes. He's chasing this object and that object. It's all dead and material. And his soul is getting more covered over. Not you're getting this more distant. That's why ultimately meeting the spiritual master is the pivotal point in your evolution. Yeah, and it's where all paths are going. So you're delivered once and for all. It's that pivotal point. And because here now you understand the architect of the architect. You understand the architect, not to see like Neo and Trinity, they popped up now. Oh, we can fly and we can do everything. Isn't that what everybody wants mostly? And they want mystic powers. See? But see, Krishna taught Uddhava the mystic power system. And you know what he told him? Give it up. Don't follow this path. I just wanted to teach it, to show you that I know all these things. But you know what? Don't follow this path because it'll lead to false ego. Just like you see in the Marvel superheroes, because there's a superiority thing they get. They can't help it. It's the same thing when you become a Brahmin or a sannyasi. There's a superiority feeling because you have superior knowledge, more than the common people. And there's a ras in that, but it's material. You got to go deeper. Here, what is the ras? The ras is in tasting the pure name, communing with the pure Lord. See, it's not in tasting the ras of, wow, man, I'm smart. Ooh, boy, do I know a lot. Boy, I studied a lot today, man. I learned a lot. See, different, that's material still. This is the next step for these gurus even. Okay? Here we teach people. We'll teach you if any of you understand or hear a class. If you're fortunate to listen to one class, can change your whole life, change your whole direction, make you a real guru. You got to taste the ras of communing with the pure Lord. Okay? There's nothing like it. And it is a superior taste that makes you naturally feel like you're just a fool. But the most fortunate fool in the universe. Yeah, see? And that's how you overcome. You abandon religion. You're able to now, because religion still is, oh, look at me. What did Jesus say? Watch out for the Pharisees who like the high seats. And what do they got in Vaishnavism? A lot of high seats. Yeah. And it's okay. It's kind of true. You see, the high seat is for the real devotees, but people don't know what a real devotee is yet. We're first fruits of that, really. Just like Jesus' disciple were the first fruits in his line. We're the first fruits for the Vaishnavas. And from this teaching of the Vaishnavas, the rest of the world has come too, because everybody will benefit here. This is for everybody. For demons, demigods, normal people, from the world. This is the way Nityananda taught. Anybody came. Yeah, they could be in the Vaishnava, not a Vaishnava. Didn't matter. He bestowed his mercy. Everybody just began to love him. If you love a real guru who comes to you and they're a real guru, you're loving Krishna, man, because they're real representatives of that transcendental Lord. You love their qualities and their characteristics, you're loving God's, because it's the Lord displaying himself through them. Really, I mean, otherwise, there's no meaning to such a guru. There's no meaning to deliverance. No, the real guru has to be, you got to look at them and say, man, when I see them, I'm seeing the qualities of the Lord. Wow. When I see them, I look at the book, I see the qualities of the Lord in my guru. Man, he is sometimes humble as a blade of grass, and sometimes hard and autocratic like a thunderbolt. An authority in this world. See, those are the qualities of the Lord, because the Lord is in charge. Everything is his. Okay? Uncommon qualities, uncommon Krishna conscious realization, uncommon ecstasy. That's the real light in this world. That's people, if they come here enough, they start to see that, and that's your deliverance out of here. You'll get so clear, you'll become so ecstatic, you'll become so happy, and you'll see where you were, and you thought, wow, man, been there, done that. Thank God my guru got me out of that. Whether you're one of these, look at Nicodemus. He was a Pharisee and he got converted. Look at St. Paul. He was a Pharisee. He came to Jesus, humble Jesus, just a carpenter. This is proof. And I'm telling you, this is always the way it works. There will be big gurus coming here, big sannyasis that the world respects, because there's some sincerity in some of them. And they really want this, and they will come. Why? Because it's always the same way. Nicodemus and Paul, St. Paul, came to Jesus because Jesus was the real deal, even though he was a carpenter. Okay? The same thing, even though Gaur Hari Das just wears a t-shirt. Okay? And doesn't have any of the external signs of being a Vaishnava, still people will come here because the truth is really here. And there are people looking for that truth, man. And they come here, they're going to find it, and not just get a bullshit trip, or a fib or an exaggeration. The Lord makes good on his promises here. It's a promissory note. This preaching is a promissory note, but not like the fiat currency of America. Is a bullshit thing. In God we trust. That's a big bullshit statement on that dollar bill. There's no trust in God. Those guys are Illuminatis, man. Maybe in Lucifer they trust. I don't know, man. But it ain't the God that I worship. No wonder it's disconnected. The pyramid, they have that in the eye. It's disconnected. It's not complete, is it? Well, I think we're gonna stick our Lord Chaitanya right into there. Put that big block there. Then it'll be complete. It just needs this block here, and get out the blockheads. Take the blockheads out. See, it's disconnected. It's the problem. This is what's needed to complete the pyramid. So it goes all the way from the top. The eye is the Lord, man, the true Lord. The transcendental Lord. He's seeing it, just the pyramid needs the connection there. See, and the devotee is that connection. A new revelation today. That's why I come here, man. I learn a lot. You see the pyramid on the dollar bill disconnected. Yeah. Just it needs that block there, and that block to really connect it perfectly is the devotee. See, it connects what's below it to what's at top of it. See, that's the devotee. Okay? And then now the light will filter down, and now you got the new world order that the Lord is going to have. Not this thing that they want. They want to put. I don't know what their idea is on that, but the new world order is to put the devotee there. See, the devotees, they complete the pyramid, so the eye of God, the real God, the true God, goes and gives its light all the way through the pyramid, and it's not disconnected up there. See, and you notice the block is way up. See, way up towards the top of the pyramid. That's where the snake is. You notice that's where the snakes are. The Illuminati is. That obstacle is. See? So the devotee fills in that gap there. And then now the true light, the clear light of the Lord comes down without, the snake in the way. See? The snake disconnects the light of God coming all the way through the pyramid, making it complete knowledge, complete happiness, complete paradise, like the garden. So that dollar bill is, when it's seen in the correct light, you can see it has a lot of profound things to it. Okay, go ahead there, River, read some more. Or read a little, whatever you want to do.
Great. It's just amazing how you explained it. Wow, just now. I want to send it to so many people.
Yeah, that's all. You see, this is another thing you can do, Tom, because that makes sense. These pyramid is disconnected. See, and so the real connection is the devotee, you see, and then the light comes through, because the light is, they give you the light of truth, the full truth, the Lord will use that to connect the rest of the devotees, the rest of the world. See, all the way through. And so that's the right, see, when you have the right connection, see, the Illuminati, they're disconnected, in a sense, they're the disconnect, because they look at people that are, suffering, they look at them. I'm speaking about their mind, their mindset. They look at people that are weak and they think we should get rid of them. They're useless. But that's not the way my Lord looks. My Lord is so wonderful and so strong. He'll give that strength and make those broken down jalopis who are just disconnected from him, make them into Maseratis. And he does, he's done that already. There would be these drug people that are into drugs and everything, and they get Jesus. And my God, all of a sudden they become fantastic preachers, man, and the Lord uses them to bring out these drug dealers out of the illusion. Okay? That's the way this Lord works here. You become spiritually strong. Look how he's doing that already for you devotees that are getting more and more connected, then because you have faith in that block that connects the whole pyramid. That's Guru Dev, man. The real guru is like that. Meant to be like, it's always like that. See, it connects you with that light. And then you got the light of the real eye, the eye of the Lord, the eye of devotion, the single eye. See, single eye. That eye actually represents devotion. See, the Illuminati don't know. They think it represents something else. No, it's the eye is the single. See, not two eyes, one eye of devotion. It's all you need is that eye of devotion, and then you really see. It's a very big eye. You notice on the dollar bill, big eye. Okay? It's the eye of the Lord. You start to see. The Lord actually starts to look through you, and it's a very interesting experience when you feel that. Sometimes the Lord shows me that, and it's like trippy, man, I don't even want to say it because it sounds like an ego thing, you know. You know, I'll say it like this. I'll say it like the devotees get so absorbed in ecstasy in Vrindavan. Sometimes they say, "I'm Krishna. Oh my God, I'm Krishna. I'm Krishna." And then they kind of go back into their devotee thing. But they get that absorbed that they start to identify with the Lord. Just like people, they identify with the world so much. They identify with that transcendental Lord so much that they almost, you know, like that they understand what it is to be Krishna. Briefly, not you know, then they go back in their position. But it's you know, this just another experience of devotee. It's not a Mayavadi thing. The Mayavadis, so you want to imitate that, but it's not the same. This is a Vrindavan thing. Yeah. You can have that with Lord Chaitanya actually too, because I've had experiences like that. It's very interesting. Yeah. This is what it means. This is really true love. It's the you become the other half of the Lord's body. You know, it's like the sun and the sun ray. Literally, it's very connected. You know, very intimate. You know, the sun and the sun ray. You want to feel heat of the sun, you go to the ray, right? Isn't that? Don't we go to the rays of the sun to feel the heat? Don't you feel the rays on you? That's Guru, man. They're the rays of the transcendental sun that's hidden. See, that transcendental sun is hidden by all these modes of nature. See, all these air, fire, water, earth, ether, mind, intelligence. See, material mind, material intelligence, false ego is hiding the real ray, the real sun. And the ray is the devotee in this world. That's what I had to learn from experience. I had to see there are very few rays here. You know, a lot of people saying they're rays as the guru, they're not really rays yet. Okay, your turn there.
I offer my respectful obeisances to my wonderful spiritual master, well-wisher and friend, well-wisher of all, Srila Bhakti-Vedanta Gora Haridas, who has mastered the teachings of Sri Chaitanya and is a living example of those teachings and emanating them to my heart and the hearts of anybody who will listen. All glories to you for being my Diksha Guru and initiating me into the Krishna conscious movement by awakening the Lord eternally in my heart and nourishing the Lord in my heart. To be my Shiksha Guru and holding my hand every step of the way in this path of Krishna consciousness, for teaching me and showing me and guiding me and chastising me at every moment. All glories to you, my dear spiritual master, Bhaktivedanta Paramahamsa Maharaj, saint. All glories to you for taking this responsibility of being the Acharya and propagating the movement of Prema Sankirtan. All glories to you, all glories to you, Gorahari. All glories to you for being the live wire of the of the real Parampara and emanating that descending knowledge from the Lord himself into my heart and the hearts of your devotees and anyone who will listen. All glories to your lotus feet. I bow at your lotus feet. I hold tight onto your lotus feet and stay there every day as much as I can. All glories to you, my dear spiritual master. May the Lord keep blessing you and blessing you and blessing you. I cannot say enough to glorify your lotus feet, but I can do and follow as you instruct and say, you are my master. You are my master. You are my master. All glories to you. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you for bringing Krishna consciousness to the hearts of everyone, to my heart, for accepting me, for allowing me to be on this path of Krishna consciousness and being your devotee. All glories to you. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the previous acharyas. All glories to you for keeping the line of the parampara going all the way until Srila Gaura Haridas. So I could have the opportunity to hear from your lotus. All glories to you, Prabhupada. All glories to you, acharyas. I offer my respectful obeisances to the 6 Goswamis, headed by Rupa Goswami. You are like honeybees at the lotus feet. You are honeybees at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. All glories to Jiva Goswami. All glories to Sanatan Goswami. To Rupa Goswami. All glories to you. To Gopala Goswami. All glories to you. To Raghunath Datta Goswami. All glories to you. All glories to Raghunath Das Goswami. All glories to you for writing these beautiful books which show the pastimes of the Lord, so we could learn about the Lord from ecstatic devotees. All glories to you. All glories to my life and soul, Sri Chaitanya. All glories to your lotus feet. You are the most merciful and most recent incarnation of Lord Krishna. You have brought the most recent teachings for this time, place, and circumstance. I bow at your lotus feet again and again. I am forever attached to your lotus feet. I offer my respectful obeisances to Nityananda Prabhu, who birth after birth, life after life, served you again and again in all his entirety. All glories to you, Nityananda. Please accept me as your servant, so I may serve as you do. I offer my respectful obeisances to good Advaita Acharya Prabhu. All glories to you for calling, and calling the Lord, who was sleeping in the milk ocean, and would not hear our cry. Who could not hear our cries. All glories to you, Advaita Acharya, for calling the Lord again and again to ascend on this earth to save us fallen souls, to shelter and keep us safe. All glories to you. I offer my respectful obeisances to Gadaha Pandit. All glories to you, incarnation of Radharani. All glories to you. All glories to Srivas. All glories to you, my friend. All glories to all the Lord's intimate devotees, wherever they may be. Please show yourself. Please join us.
Karuna, go take a walk, please.
I offer my respectful obeisances to the personification of pure devotion, to topmost devotee, to the one that knows Krishna the deepest. All glories to your lotus feet, Shrimati Radharani. Please, my friend, accept me as your maidservant, so I may serve the Lord as you serve the Lord. I offer my respectful obeisances to the Supreme Personality of the Supreme Personality of God, Shri Krishna, the cause of all causes, the creator, maintainer, destroyer, the one who lives in the hearts of everyone. I bow at your lotus feet. All glories to you, my Lord of lords, my King of kings, my devotee of devotees. Yogi of yogis. All glory to your lotus feet. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the intimate devotees and devotees in the Sangha of Srila Bhakti. Srila Bhakti Vedanta Gauraritas. All glories to you, my God sisters and brothers, my relatives and friends, my distant relatives and acquaintances. I offer you my respectful obeisances. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Shri Vidu Chandra Jaya Gurava. Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare
Boy, what a great glorification. My goodness. It's fantastic, man. You know, it's really good when the envious, they start to get in there. They start trying to disturb everything, like this drum player over here. And that's really purifying, man. You know how many years, you know how many times I went through that for over the years, people, envious people trying to stop my praying to the Lord. It's just see, it's part of the attraction. Their envy comes out, you know, the jealousies, and they can't stand it in a way, you know, and they want to go and they want to interrupt it, you know, and you know, so that's that. It's good. It's good to know, you know, what people, they want to stop this kind of bhakti being manifested in this world. That's the snake obstacle, is it's envy and jealousy. They're envious. So that's why not always is this brought into the world. It brings out all of these qualities, envy, jealousies, and the snake comes out, comes to attack. But it's okay. You know, I'm here, you know, now to help the devotees protect this, you know. Let the snakes come out. It's all right. We can deal with them. We'll swallow them. Right, River? We got a handle on this now.
Oh my gosh, Lord. Now it's becoming so clear.
Yeah. So see that, Tom? You see what I tell you? It gets more and more clear like that. Just keep ecstatically relishing, man. This is what it's all about. You ain't gonna get anybody here telling you, you know, not to do these things, because this is the greatest thing. That's the reading, is relishing these prayers. You're praying like these people in the books write. You know, this is the glories that the Lord is giving, the ability to pray like liberated souls, Liberated souls pray like you see here that nobody's seen. They read it in a book. They think it's two-dimensional. They're reading in the book. Oh, Brahma says, oh, da, 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 da. And it's just like words, you know. No, there's feeling behind it, and it looks like that. It looks like you see in Rivers prayers. And they can't stand it. Even Karuna can't stand it, man. He's got to come in there and try to stop it. See? Shows you he's got a few things to learn. That's okay. You know, it's part of it. You know, bring out everything. Yeah, those are the blocks. It's all that envies and jealousies. It's hatred towards. This is proof. This is the true God. It brings up. It rise up to condemn it. See, because the energy is so pure. This worship is so pure and purifying. It's the most purifying and pure. In potency on this planet. That's why the Prabhupada hit it, and Lord Chaitanya, well, to exhibit it. Yeah, there he is.
I didn't interrupt. I'm sitting there with her mummy and daddy on Christmas Day, and she's here. One day she can sit down and hang out with her mummy and daddy, but she's sitting here laughing her ass off. Of course, I'm very envious of her bhakti. Even her mother and father come in, and she's just sitting there going, I don't give a shit. I'm going to listen to Srila Haridas. And they're going, I'm split. I'm split. Yeah. Be a good son-in-law and look after mommy and daddy, entertain them.
That's your job.
Bullshit. And she's there going, fuck it. Srila Haridas.
Yeah. You be the Martha and she'll be the Mary.
I'll be the Martha. She'll be the Mary. Mary the Martha.
And that's okay. Yeah.
I'll be the Martha. You take me home to Vrindavan.
Yeah, she will. And actually, that's, Paul, I was thinking about those two, actually. Paul they had a situation because some people were really into Jesus, the husband and wives. I mean, really into ecstatic and everything. And then there were those who were kind of just tolerating it, the husbands or wives. It could be either one. And so Paul, they made a judgment, and I think this is really good advice. He said, if you like being with each other, great, and because the wife or husband will sanctify the other party because it's so powerful. It just is. It'll just, So whoever's got it, you're fortunate just to be in that thing. So if you can tolerate each other and you like being with each other, it's okay. But if ever comes to a point where, it becomes like irreconcilable differences, you know what that is? That means you hate the person's bhakti so much you give them a real problem. So out the door you go.
According to Yamuna, if you don't listen to Srila Haridas, you're fucked. And I'm like, can you lighten up on this whole Srila Haridas fan club? Everybody has their path, and those who are on their path to God have their path to God. Whether it's Jesus Loka or Brahm, whatever Loka, this is Goloka because of your ecstasy, yes. But to put people down or to tell people that they're on the wrong path because they don't listen to you is like, Yamuna, can you chill out? Just be the signpost, point the way. If they don't accept it, leave it. But there's no point badgering them. Don't badger them.
What's your perspective on this, Yamuna? Is he accurate?
No, in his understanding he is. Where he is. Yeah, he is. But I had that sentiment of him doing this food and he's on his own and my parents are coming on. It was there, but I couldn't go to it. Krishna wasn't letting me go to leave here and go to it. He's growing so much, he's my focus, even though in my mind that sentiment that he's talking about was there still. I couldn't do it because Krishna knows this is what I need and this is what's best for me. So he's keeping me here, and I'm finding the more now that Krishna is here, he's sending me people who want to listen to me, and they listen, and I'm writing. I'm not talking. I'm writing and writing and writing to these people, and they love it. They really like it, but they don't want to surrender because they're not coming here to listen on a regular basis. Yes, it's really nice, and I see that you've got a really pure heart and they really want to listen. I'm not badgering anyone at all. I don't need to badger anyone.
Yeah.
I just
You know,
like,
yeah, you know what I think he's misunderstanding is you're glorifying your path and your guru. And he's thinking, well, what about everybody else's? They got things. But that's just not the way devotees are. You found the narrow gate. You're here to teach the narrow gate. You're here to bring people through that are ready to hear, because people are waiting. They're looking, well, okay, where is the door? Are you committed? Did you find a door? Are you committed to the door? Has it got you through? How do you get through? Because I also want to go I want to go back to Goloka. How do you do it? So you're showing, well, this is how you do it. You got to have faith in a real guru. You know, not everybody's path. You know, this is Lord Chaitanya rejected that. He said he chastised Murari for being like, oh, well, everybody's got his path. Oh, I won't preach bhakti. I'll just say, yeah, you can go that way and this way and everything. But the Lord said, hey, man, I came here to show this path. And you're here now. You're here to show this path. You know, why not? Because it got you through, and you're now the shepherd of those who want to get through. If they don't want to get through, too bad. And you just preach as much as you can and to them. But if anybody wants to experience spiritual consciousness and total shelter, full spiritual emotions and happiness and bliss and the greatest understanding and the greatest knowledge in the world, in the universe, you want to be smarter than Plato and Einstein and all these things, well, then come here. I mean, you know, if you want that. If you want something else lesser, go out there and get some motivated guru who will make you a Brahmin and give you lots of rules and regulations, or go to Eckhart Tolle and learn, you know, about that you just can be one with whatever he's speculating on. I don't know. But if you want this ecstasy, you want this shelter, you want to be really happy, I mean, really happy forever, you want to know your spiritual body, you want to get free from the cycle of birth and death, you want real value, you want real gold, you want to be eternal, you want something really fantastic, come here. Okay. So anyway, and if not, go somewhere else. It's okay with me. You know, go wherever you believe. Go chase whatever path you want to do. You know, but if it can't get you, I mean, to me, this is for connoisseurs. This is for those who want the best of the best. What you can't get going to Narayan Raj group, you can't go into ISKCON, you can't go to the Christians to get this. You know, not like this, not this extent of this knowledge. Don't we prove this ecstasy, this knowledge, this understanding, this information, this happiness? Don't we show this every day? Who goes to church every day? Who worships God? Who is attracted to worship God every day? Not only once a day, multiple times.
Hold on. I have to intervene. Who goes to church?
You're telling me to hold my horses? Go ahead.
Listen, I love you, Sridhar Haridas.
I got stallions behind me driving.
Hold your stallions. They kill horses, don't they? They turn them into glue. So just back up there. Who goes to church every day?
Me.
I mean, what?
Me. Tom.
Her too. Tom.
Okay, listen. I know the Vaidis aren't ecstatic, okay? I know they aren't crying on the Vyasasana and going, oh, look at Biden, look at Trump. But they're going every day to sing Samsara Dharma. Okay, but they're going every day.
Yeah. If you're just tired of just going, you know, who wants to just go? They're just going, you know, because they're obligated. They're afraid of going to hell. They're, you know, just they're habitual. You know, it's a habit, and it's bias.
Can you mute your microphone for a second, for God's sake? Can you?
No,
Jesus Christ! It's like trying to talk to her. She interrupts every sentence I say. I'm biting my head against the wall. Just let me say something, and then
I heard. You did. You were finished your thought.
I wasn't finished. This whole idea of everybody is wasting their time who don't listen to you. It's like, to me, it's like a big boulder in my balls. Like, how can you say anybody who at least turns to a concept of the divine and who tries somehow or other to focus on a higher power than their own material selves or the government is a waste of time. I'm dealing with people who are saying, if you don't listen to Srila Haridas, you're wasting your time. Who goes to church every day? The Vaidis go to church every day. They Samsara, Dharma, and Swami step, and it's not a waste of time.
But they're not really. It's not a church like this. Man. This is church, man. This is.
Listen, Krishna says somewhere in the Gita, even if your spiritual master is not bona fide, if you sincerely follow me, I will reward you. Even if you're spiritual, you won't get, of course, what Lalita has and what Johan has and what Yamuna has and what Govinda has and what Janaki has and what Mary has and what Johan and what Aman has and what Radhe Rani has or what Shama Sundari has or what Shama Gauri has or what Ivo has or whatever little fan club we want to mention the names to make them go, oh, he said my name, he said my name. They are still following some semblance of some divine entity, aka Hare Krishna. Okay, God has invested himself in the name. Okay, no, you can't until I say I'm finished. Until I say I'm finished. Shut your faces.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
God, knowing how bad the Kali Yuga is, has come down in his holy name potency. Hallowed be thy name. Yes, of course, having the association of an ecstatic Acharya, Paramahamsa, Prema Gaho, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Srila Gaur Haridas, is the cherry on the cherry on the cherry on the cake. But to say that the Vaidis are wasting their time for chanting 16 dry rounds and conch shells is like, it's such an insult to them. It's like, who do you think you are saying, if I chant Krishna's name, if I follow Srila Prabhupada's advice and follow some kind of Vaishnava etiquette, that I'm wasting my time? It's not a waste of time. It's a slower path, but to say it's a waste of time is like, do you understand anything of Krishna's mercy? Do you understand anything of Lord Chaitanya's back? Of course you do, but to say that it's a waste of time is like, horrible. It's horrible to say that people who have dedicated their lives, renounced the material world, and who are trying to follow Prabhupada's instructions to the best of their ability. Okay, their gurus are defective and are not following, but they're so afraid of the material world that anything is better than the substitute of following fucking 9-to-5 jobs or blah blah blah. At least they're fucking trying. So let's give them the kudos. God love the poor bastards, they're trying, and all kudos to, it's great. And when you're in these movements, when you're in this Hare Krishna philosophy life, you are so afraid of looking anywhere else in the world that you just have to blink yourself and go, I'm going to chant Hare Krishna, I'm going to distribute books in the streets. That what Prabhupada wants, because the Maya is so attractive and so sneaky that if I look at any other sampradaya, if I look at any other philosophy, I could get distracted. So their heads are so down in their books and in their routine that they're afraid to look anywhere else. And to say that they're wasting their time is like, do you understand how much mercy Lord Chaitanya is giving? Like we may never see. This is a bit like these people out in an island who never come across the teachings of Jesus and who are somehow damned to hell because they don't worship Jesus. It's like, do you understand that God is in everything? And even if they worship a stone, thinking this stone is God, God still appreciates this. God still goes, yeah, you don't know Jesus. You don't know Srila Gaur Haridas. You don't have Wi-Fi, but at least you're focusing your consciousness on a higher power that is inside all of us. So I'm just a little bit disturbed when I hear people going, they're just simply wasting their time. There's no such thing as wasting their time if they've chosen a divine look on consciousness. Thank you for giving me this space, Hare Krishna.
You're welcome. Okay, I'll respond now. Okay.
Of course you will.
Yeah. It's not like I don't think I've mean you really waste your time fully. But let's put it like this. It's like Bhagavad-Gita says, if you cannot worship the Lord with loving ecstasy, okay, then follow the rules and regulations and develop a desire to attain me. Okay, so that's in a sense not a waste of time, because you know what you're going to do? You're going to realize you're wasting your time by trying to get God on your own strength, because it's a waste of time. But that's the way you need to go. You need to waste your time trying to attain God on your own strength. And then you finally give up. That's part of the surrender. And you accept a bona fide spiritual master. And you understand the principles that I'm teaching, that Prabhupada taught, that everybody taught. Prabhupada said you cannot make any spiritual advancement without the mercy of a bona fide spiritual master. Zero. None. Okay. And so part of his teaching was to get people to follow Bhagavad Gita because they're not qualified or ready to follow an ecstatic devotee in their ecstatic, intimate teachings. So he did that, just like Moses got people to follow because they weren't ready to follow a Jesus yet. It wasn't time. Okay. Now is the time. So now the preaching is like the acharyas preached 550 years ago. Are you ready to hear what Prabodhananda Saraswati preached? He said, give up those useless paths. Give up it all and just take shelter of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. It's here. Are you ready for that there, Karuna? There it is, man. Yes, that's Rivers preaching, man. It's acharya stuff. It's the mercy stuff, man. You ready to give up anybody out there in ISKCON? Are you ready to give up those useless paths of trying to attain Krishna without a bona fide spiritual master who has attained Radha and Krishna? Are you ready to really get it? Anybody? No? Well, go out there and follow the useless path until you develop a desire to attain Krishna, and listen to the devotees giving you the grace, man, giving you the gift. It's going to get me. This preaching is going to get me thrown out of this place, man. Yeah. And Lord Chaitanya did too. He also preached like this, and his devotees also. He said, unless prema arises in your heart, your austerities are useless. All you do is become proud, just like I've seen in the Narayan Maharaj group. There's proud, their austerities. So proud they can't come here and get the gift of ecstatic devotion. They don't even believe it. That shows me it's a useless path right now. And until they find out that's useless, they won't come here. This is useful. This is useful to bring you back to the Godhead. That's useful just so you give it up eventually, and realize, let me get the mercy when the mercy is being given, and it's being given here now. Why not everybody give up everything? Why not? Maybe 5 people will hear this preaching. Hey, that's 5 people delivered. That makes sense. Yeah, I've been trying this other path and, it doesn't get me what I want. And I want this ecstatic love that you guys are having. Well, how do you get it, Gohari and River? Well, come this path, man. Come associate with us. It's the only way. It's the only way. It's the only way there, Karuna. Yeah, it's the only way. There's real, authentic devotees here. They may be somewhere else, but I don't know. I haven't seen them. So why not come here? This is the way to get it. It works. That's my response.
Okay. Listen, everything you said is
true.
Obviously. It's conclusive. It's conclusive.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. And this is to add.
Why not say but?
No. This is to add. Yes. This is to add. And I think one of the stumbling blocks that some of us face is in the other path. There's a lot of trust in our own ability. Satisfaction of I'm going to do it. And
exactly.
And so when I sit around and I see Squeaky Face over here just laughing silently, and Lilita just responding to the same, and all these devotees going, "Oh, what an amazing realization!" And I'm sitting there going, "What am I missing?" And Johnny going, "The best class ever." I'm like going, "What? Did he take off his clothes and dance around for a second that I missed?" Is just Are there sparks coming from his ears? But it's like, what am I missing? And it's that surrender to not me, but to somebody else. And it's such an unnatural, natural taking in the concept of material.
Yeah.
It's not natural just to sit there and listen to somebody day after day after day, looking around at all these people going, like, what the, are you mental? Are you mad?
Yeah.
But it's backed up with Shastra. It's backed up. I mean, but like, why did Haridas Thakur chant so much if you just want to hang out and sit? Why did he? Maybe because he relished, because he loved to do it. Yeah, that's why he wasn't chanting to finish his rounds, but he was. Haridas was chanting, "Oh, I can't finish my rounds. I feel so bad." And Lord Chaitanya's going, "Yeah, what are you doing? Why are you even counting your rounds? What is?" So it's that the duty to finish rounds, and then the necessity not to have to chant rounds, but to relish rounds. So it's this tug of war of my ability and my lack of ability, and just my surrender, which is real. It's the real whip. It's the real. Am I chanting to finish, or am I chanting to relish? So it's
See, now you're making real progress. It's divine inner conflict.
It's a nice
great.
edge.
Yeah, I know. It's great. Yeah, it's great.
Razor blade.
Yeah,
and horrible.
Yeah.
And then you have Yamuna and Lalita just sitting there going.
Yeah. And Johan too.
And the work. I said this to you yesterday, and Govinda just said, "Oh, these analogies to the Matrix are amazing. Oh, keep on doing this." That's the reason I got into Krishna consciousness, because my first guru made a video on the Matrix, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh,
it's a repeat.
No, this is too much singularity happening right now." And you're talking about the Matrix, and you're an old white guy with a goatee, and my first guru was an old white guy with a goatee. And sitting there going, and everyone's going, "Oh, that's a great analogy." I'm going, "Yeah, 12 years ago."
Well, they had a resurrection of the Matrix. So we resurrected it.
Resurrection.
Maharaj's analogies go deeper than your last. They just go deeper.
And I was watching my guru's videos from years ago. My first guru. I don't say my ex-guru, but I don't want to call him ex-guru because you don't disrespect. You mean, okay, he did a few weird things, and I stuck things where they shouldn't have gone. But you know what? Hey, sincerity was there, and you follow your guru.
We all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes, and
yeah. Uh-oh, he froze.
But watching his classes, perfect Sanskrit, perfect understanding, nakshatras and fucking planetary alignments and all this kind of stuff. But his eyes are dry, and he doesn't have what you have. And it's like, how could I surrender to such a long time and do the things I did for this person? Showed I had so much sincerity to follow, but unfortunately there is no. Oh my God, I'm talking over there in the corner.
How you say attention?
Attention. What was I saying?
You're talking.
You're listening to your guru.
His eyes look dead now. And I was just watching his class yesterday going, he's just talking the talk, but he ain't. Okay, listen, he's still doing classes. I mean, who the hell?
I listened. I listened to him.
He edits them, and he really has some kind of I'm going to teach. And but I don't know. There's still something there. The fact that he's still doing something. Is the desire to be worshipped so strong in a person that they're willing to continuously? Maybe there's something in him. I don't know. Maybe I do know. I'm afraid to go there because if it means sticking things back up my orifices, I don't want to go there because we've been there anyway. But the fact that you have so much mucus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hare Krishna. Back to the
No. That's true. No, that's true. It's just it's like a Christian. Many Christians. It's kind of a mixture, they're like a kind of a mix. See, they're kind of an alloy thing. There's some philosophical desire to understand things. And there's also probably some desire to be a teacher, to work, to be like adored, appreciated. And then you've got his little sex thing going. I'm sure I don't think he's given that up, and God knows what I don't know what he's doing now. Does he have disciples now again?
No, I think it's all
boys,
self. It's all self. But he doesn't. Yeah. Hey, listen, no, here's the thing. Okay, now let's let's I mean, I know we always say bhakti is from the heart up, and all this, anything down there is material. Let's just nip this in the bud. And I know I'm probably going to get flack for this, and I'm blah 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 blah. The whole system is spiritual and can be used spiritually if you have the right consciousness. Yes. I did not have the right consciousness. I was too neophyte. But to say that we cannot use certain aspects of this creation for transcendental, to me, is a little bit. I do not very good in English, but today I learned the Guru Maharaj. I pay good attention, but I know not what he's talking.
Who said that?
Your dad.
That's my dad.
That's my dad talking like me. Don't worry about it. Oh. Sorry, Dad. Yeah, he's got my phone. This tantric path is a very dangerous path if you do not have a good teacher, because your energies can overwhelm you, and that's why I had to leave. Okay, he might be doing a few things, of course, and there's nothing. I mean, if you can approach God, anyway, this is for a different topic, and we won't go into it right now. It's very nice to see you all here.
Well, yeah. No, the thing is, if he got this potency, this is pure potency. This is a special gift from the. Then he'll or him or anyone else, they can begin to develop this, and it does it's almost like getting a hot cinder. You ever see a hot burning cinder, and it's smoldering, and if you touch it, it burns. This is this bhakti. When you get ready to receive Bhakti Lata Beach, which comes by faith in a real devotional line. Now, at this point, at this level, so you take that hot cinder, and it's in your heart, and it starts burning away everything. And that's for you. So it comes by accepting the gift. He's not ready to do that. He actually, if he wanted to, see, this is why he fell off of the Vedic thing, is he needs this kind of shiksha, because he thought he had the real thing. He was still a wannabe. He was still in attainment for it, trying to get it. So here it really is. So we're here to teach the teachers who are ready to go into the kingdom. Because you need this bhakti to get in there. Without it,
in this 2021, you are the only human being and your disciples. That's to me.
Well, again. Wait a second. Again, don't jump the gun. I said we could leave it open. If anybody else has the symptoms of being real associates of Lord Chaitanya, hey man, they're part of the family. They will have the symptoms. We will know. They will know. Just like one guy, yeah. But if they don't exhibit it, why not preach? It's here. Why think? Well, it's somewhere. Yeah, where? Well, don't say it's there, because it might be somewhere else. Well, hey man, it's here, man. Might as well get it here. We're here. We're preaching. We're doing it. We're showing it. We're distributing it. Why not get it, man? Dinner is being served.
Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
This is really Christmas dinner.
This is Christmas dinner. Your poor mom. Yeah. I came in here pissed off because her mom and dad are sitting in the kitchen waiting for her to come off your video. Yeah. And her mom says, when will Guru Maharaj be finished? And I said, oh, maybe about half an hour. But now I'm here fueling the fire. It's going on longer. It's like, oh no. Oh, Maharaj is frozen. He's frozen. Hare Krishna. Frozen. Oh no, you're back. Oh, he's not frozen.
Yeah, I'm here.
No, I'm just doing a thumb on it.
Yeah. No, what you brought up is good. It's not easy to understand what's going on here. And And you need this Bhakti Lata Bij, and it's a gift from the disciplic line. It's here, it's being given for those who want to very quickly advance on a spiritual path in a very profound, powerful way. You can do it. You can do it because of the association here is very rare. It's uncommon, but it's here. So people, we're here to present. I mean, if you want to do some other path, they're all out there. Yeah. What did Krishna say in Bhagavad-Gita? All paths lie upon me like pearls on a string. You may not understand him as deep as here. And if you do, you'll understand what I'm talking about, because this is deep stuff. Yeah, doors open, anyone can come. Yeah, doors open, anyone can come. If you really, come check it out. People will know. Oh yeah, I think I want to check it out. Yeah, this sounds really good, or not. Yeah. I just love to preach. I mean, look, I'm surprised we got so many members now. I'm amazed. It's all been icing on the cake. I was okay with a camera, but now it's nice. I got friends, and we can have some. It makes the Leela more interesting and more diversified and more appealing. Just that's why the Lord has many friends and everything. So anyway, that's developing here. And the people will know. Hey, man, wow, there's a Sangha. I've been looking for this. I'll tell you, if this was available and even at the point I was at, I would be here in a second, man. I would have just forget this Vitae thing. I want to be with these. I always felt like this, God is just so juicy. Man, I just like to be close. Man, here we have a Sangha like that. Nobody's going to judge you like I was judged, oh, you got a tear. Get out of the temple, man. Oh, man, that's none of that here. Like that guy, the guy, he says, wow, those are the feelings I got. You're actually, I can relate. And I'm afraid to show this because people, they come down on me, think I'm crazy. Here it's welcome. No, we welcome. Hey, are you any ecstatic devotees out there? Been doing this for other lifetimes, and now you're at this point where you feel it, but you can't quite express it because of the association that people will misunderstand it. Come here. You'll have a lot of understanding brothers and sisters. Or even if you doesn't have BNU, but you would like to worship like this. Does it look nice? Do you like this juice you see here? You like this knowledge you're getting here? You like this information we have about the matrix? Does it sound a little more than other people understand? Do you like this angle of vision? Yeah, it's just, okay. You mean I come there and I'll get this ecstatic devote? Yeah, you just come here, hang out there, and you'll get it. Just like Tom he's getting it, isn't he? Tom's getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom can get it. Karuna can get it.
Great, Tom. Yeah. There's lots of things I see in you that you do that shows me that you want to stay on this path.
Yeah, just by the fact he's still here.
It's just 4 hours of. It's 4 hours of Guru Tattva. I mean, if I could chant in ecstasy, knowing that it came from you, I would gladly sit there and listen to Trump is a big fool, and cryptocurrency is just like Krishna, and the top of the pyramid is just like Neo's head. I would just sit there and relish your face, but because I see it and I see everybody else have it, but I see my plate is. My deluded eyes, my plate is still waiting to be full. I'm sitting at the table going, somebody give me some food.
Yeah. But you see, that's part of the path, is that in the desire. And Krishna even says that sometimes I don't give this. I make the person more and more hungry, because it's all about that. And when it comes, it's like a flood. I mean, even Yamuna, Yamuna was really envious too. She was envious of Lalita's thing and before, remember, and she was telling me, she says, I'm really envious of these devout. I'm envious. But then from that envy, see that desire, it comes. This is forthcoming for you. I can tell there's a light at the end of the tunnel for Karuna, man. There's food for his plate. The Lord is just sitting there with a spoon full of the food, just holding it in front of him, dangling it, saying, hey, here it is. When am I going to put it on there? You're going to see.
Yeah.
When I'm ready, when I'm getting ready. I just want to see you salivating, man.
Oh,
It was happening.
oh.
Sometimes
Can
he's
we go now for Christmas dinner, for God's sake? Come on, take a break. Have some Christmas dinner.
Hey, I can't have Christmas dinner. Why should you?
Yeah. I wanted a real Christmas dinner.
Oh, my knees are sore. Right, go away. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about ready to done. We're ready done. She didn't even read it. That prayer was fantastic, man. Hey, Tom, we got something for you. You know, why don't you take that prayer of Yamuna and just make the prayer, and as well as the other parts we talked. Go through the videos, find interesting things, and just put them together. You did a good job on the one yesterday. It was fantastic, man.
Wow.
And the voice, the voice
Oh,
is
so
really
much.
clear. Yeah, the voice is really clear, and the video is nice, pretty decent. Yeah. What program are you using on that one? What's it called?
Let's see. Da Vinci Resolve.
Oh, really? Is it free?
No, it's you can buy.
How much did it cost?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, I'll find out. Da Vinci Resolve. Was it easy to use?
I learned from my son.
From your son? Oh, he showed you. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah. Hey, see, he's doing service. That's great. Yeah. All right, so everybody go have a nice Christmas dinner, and we'll be back in a little bit.
Just one thing. I mean, okay, it's great to make these videos, but if we don't keep sharing them or putting them in certain places that people will see, it's just going to get lost in the
Yes.
Facebook traffic. So
Yeah,
you can make all these things and post them, but if no one sees them, of course, like Govinda when he's transcribing.
So why don't you make a YouTube channel or something and post them? Yeah. Not only that, you see, there's YouTube, and there's also there's Odyssey,
BitChute and Odyssey and all that. Yeah.
and another one is Rumble. These are the ones I tell you I'd like to get on those because the higher conscious people are going there. And so, yeah, why don't you kind of work on that as a project, and maybe also work on making an introduction, a nice creative introduction for our videos, kind of like your old guru had something. Maybe you can even steal. Maybe you can steal from him. Steal his thing. He doesn't use this stuff anymore. Get one of his old introductions and kind of make it up. Kind of cut it, and we'll put it on ours.
That's so bold.
Yeah, maybe, why not, man? Why use it, man? The guy is gone, so he's finished. So, this will be his service for real Krishna consciousness.
He's still getting hits on YouTube. He gets There's people listening to him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, people listening. See, the Mayavadi thing is easier to pull off. This is more tough because it's purity of heart. People got to want to, sizzle. They want to take that coal, and stick it in there and.
Great class.
Has mastered the teachings of Lord. Yeah, just lead an example. Yeah, that is not his own. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much, and everybody get to work now. Go ahead, Kuna. Got your project.
Little elves.
Yeah, Santa's elves. Real
Santa's
Santa.
elves, man. Yeah, go eat that nice tofurkey or whatever you're going to eat. And see you later.
Thank you. Thanks, Tom. Thank you, everyone.